just for the sake of clarification, the circular is not going to be voted on today. The circular is being promulgated today, period.
Floyd Falcon on behalf of the Louisiana Troopers Association. What y'all are trying to do is make a statement, put it in a memorandum that will destroy the Louisiana State Troopers Association. I would hope that that's not your objective, but that's going to be the effect if we have engaged in political activity in the past. I have no idea if they intend to engage in political activity in the future, but they have the right to do so as an organization. Circular, you want to try and equate membership in an organization to political activity by that organization, and you want to prohibit people from being on the board of directors or the management team of that organization by your circular. That is contrary to the law, and it would have to be challenged. In fact, if you are correct in this statement in this circular, which is interesting that you didn't adopt the rule that might have supported that, of course we'd have challenged the rule anyway, but if you're going to just do it, then I really think it's an effort to destroy the association. There's no basis for it, and it can't stand. We would not be able to run the organization. Every member of the board of directors would have to resign. Every member that's an officer of the organization would have to resign because y'all put out a circular. We would ask you, and if it's
Mr. Falcon is intended to give notice on future activity. It's not intended to apply to anything that someone may have done in the past relative to advice that they may have received that it was appropriate to be done. The circular states the position of this commission based on the Louisiana Constitution, Part 5, Section 47, as to what we believe is prohibited activity. That is the position that the commission has issued in the circular. Now, do you have any of the cases that you cited in your memo that deal with state employees who are governed by a state constitution that prohibits political activity? Any of the cases in your memo deal with that?
Yes, the Lake Charles case, the Monroe case, the New Orleans cases. Yes, sir. We'd actually take a look at it.
I've looked at it.
Well, I suspect we'll be looking at them again.
We may be.
Thank you, sir.
And I think that if Floyd's arguments are correct, that without the ability to have every tool in our toolbox, meaning political activity, I think that we're really hamstringing ourselves and we're taking our voices away. And that's my biggest concern, is that the climate in the country right now is not the friendliest to police. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. And I really feel like we've already given up so much voluntarily to do our jobs that this is just a further slip down the slope to having no voice at all. Thank you.
I would only suggest that if you read the circular, there are very specific things that are outlined in the circular. None of those things involve having a political consultant. None of those things involve lobbying. There are very specific things that are covered in the circular. The activities that you have discussed, as you've said, y'all haven't endorsed any candidates in the last 2 years. You haven't made any political contribution in the last 2 years. It hasn't stopped you from doing all of the other things that y'all have been doing. And those other things are not covered by the circular.
But my argument, and I have read the circular, and I haven't digested as well as probably you have, but if you have a candidate out there, say that's obviously his agenda or his platform is clearly at odds with our interests, we certainly feel like we have the right to oppose that candidate. And that's my point. That's a very specific opposition to what's in the circular.
Right. Thanks.